What's good, ELU community? It is your boy Ruckus. Joining me tonight is Nightmare Seta, and we are proud to bring you Week 7 of ELU. The two teams tonight being the Dream Team taking on who I believe are the current #1 team in the league, the League Enjoyers. What is up, everybody? And how are you tonight, Nightmare Seta?
I'm pretty good. Excited to finally be casting a game. I signed up for a couple of these and then didn't end up getting casted, so I'm excited to finally get one in this season, especially with you, Ruckus.
You are always my preferred casting member, although there are others out there, but
I know I'm number
it
one.
you are indeed #1 in my heart and in the casting booth as well. Pretty excited to get underway here. Just taking a look at the teams here. I just want to shout out Toad50, who has recently reached Diamond 4.
Ooh,
Pretty exciting.
nice.
He's gonna actually be playing in the top lane tonight for TDT. As they are down 999 Gapic in the support role. So Vacant Tech is rolled down to support, and Diamond Frieza is hopping into the jungle role as we are jumping into draft. And Dream Team gonna go ahead and take off the Aatrox. Pretty strong top pick last
Yeah,
couple of patches.
yeah, not surprised to see that guy.
That was always my preferred top ban every time I was in the top lane.
Yeah, I'm gonna predict an Akali Irelia 1-2 here from Ellie.
Possible Caitlyn ban as well.
You're right. They might save Irelia for the third ban, but
Although with Toad in the top lane, it could very well be a Darius ban as well.
very true.
Ah, there it is.
The
Call me
Darius
call me
ban.
Tony Romo. I'm out here calling my shots, and it's happening. As TDT opt in for the Nautilus pick for Vacant Tech.
Yeah, so the Nautilus pick tells me they're probably gonna want Caitlyn here. Um, Nautilus is a fairly easy support, but also pairs really well with Caitlyn, who Germstown really likes. So wouldn't be surprised to see that. And they're hovering the Maokai MF, or did they already lock that in? But either way, uh, wouldn't be surprised to see that Maokai support. uh, Pairs, I imagine that would pair pretty well with the Misfortune.
Yeah, there's been a couple of changes to Maokai, trying to tone him down a little bit in the jungle. I think he's still pretty strong support, as we're actually going to see the Jhin lock in for TDT.
Surprising. Maybe they just don't like it into the MF. I think Jin will be better, but with the with Nautilus pick up, I'm surprised they locked in MF so fast since he's got such an easy way to cancel the ultimate. But MF is still really strong right now.
Right. I don't know. I like it. I like seeing Germ on different picks. I think he's pretty pop off on the Caitlyn. Excited to see what he can do on the Jhin. And we're gonna see a Warwick lock in for Diamond Frieza, unless
He's
Toad
advanced
happens to
himself
be a
top.
top Warwick enjoyer.
Most likely jungle, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know. I'm gonna see Slide Narwhal on the J4. Seen him have a couple of pretty good games on it in the league so far this season. Will probably be pretty impactful. That's a lot of lockdown on J4 and Maokai ultis for MF setup.
Yeah, it looks
It's
like they're going heavy into that.
it's a pretty nasty comp so far on the side of LE.
Yeah, I'd like to see something else that can deal damage along with that. That would combo pretty well. Maybe like a, I don't know, like a Diana mid. I don't know.
Diana mid. Probably gonna see that Seraphine mid
You think so?
just to get another huge.
Just another huge lockdown. They're
Yeah.
just going all in on MF. No damage outside of that.
We will win team fights. All right,
So
TDT opts for Oriana Rivenban. LE responds with Volley LeBlanc, and they're gonna go ahead and get the Malzahar for Bombardier.
yeah, and that's a pick that's kind of to discourage some of Dream's picks, I think more than anything. So he's not going to pick Yon into that. He's not going to pick like some of his other high mobility carries that kind of just get are going to get shut down by the Malzahar. So that is a yeah, and then so he's going to pick up the more safe for range pick Victor, who I am is very strong right now, and I think Malzahar is going to have a tough time with that lane.
Yeah, tough time for most mid laners, especially past what 25, 30 minutes when Victor's online. God forbid he gets ahead in lane and it
Or
just
yeah,
like
or gets any kills early.
yeah, because he's gonna absolutely be melting with that laser beam. And we're gonna see the set lock in to finish off TDT's draft, waiting on the response for LE, who are
Yeah,
currently rolling with I'm Fern in the top lane, who is just an absolute menace. Ask the Biz. He knows all about it. Gonna see the Mordekaiser hover right now.
and they're gonna lock it. So Mordekaiser into set. You probably know that matchup better than I do, Ruckus. Uh, I don't think Mordekaiser has losing lanes, so I think that champ's ridiculous. But well, how do you think set's gonna do into that?
Uh, I, it's gonna depend on how Toad plays it. I have to disagree with you. I definitely think Mordekaiser has losing lanes. It really depends on how heavy both of these top laners are gonna want to be into trading. I kind of Fern is gonna know top matchups a lot better than me. I've been out of the top lane for too long at this point. Um, if he's picking it into the set, you got to assume that he's pretty comfortable rolling it into it. Just gonna have to see how it rolls. Although I will say set tends to be pretty ridiculous with what you're allowed to get away with just because of that champion's kit. Um,
Very
so
true.
I'm gonna say we're gonna have to see how it goes, but we are into the lobby phase of picking and banning now, and I just want to get your quick thoughts. Who do you think won this draft? Which comp are you liking better right now? What are you looking forward to?
I like Dream's team better just because they're a little more, I guess, spread in terms of like what they're trying to do. You've got Victor and Jin who both can carry with good like kind of frontlining from Nautilus and Set, both who can like CC and peel for your carries. On the side of LE, you're really going heavy on the MF ult. So they need MF to be really strong um, to be able to have any kind of chance of, I think, winning this one. If MF gets behind or if they're able to pick MF before a fight starts, they've got basically nothing to fall back on. I don't think Malzahar is going to do enough damage. I'm assuming J4 is probably going to be fairly tanky, even if he goes full damage. It's going to be, I don't think enough. And then I can't. I think Mordekaiser's going to want to side lane a little more, but we'll have to just see kind of how they want to play it out. I want to see some heavy bot focus from both teams on this one.
Yeah, and I think that's probably gonna be how it's gonna go with Slide and Roll this at least for this game one, just because I imagine Fern is gonna be comfortable enough up there on the island on the Mordekaiser that he's gonna want to try and get mid bot ahead to compensate, especially if they have Mordekaiser split pushing all game. Um,
Right.
it's really up to how the top lane goes, right?
Mhm.
So if Fern wins top lane, that frees up J4 to really just focus on the bottom half of the map and be there to secure these dragons.
Mhm.
Um, maybe look for jungle invades. Gonna have to see how Diamond Frieza holds up on the Warwick. Haven't seen a whole lot of Warwick in the league, honestly. I don't really know how well Warwick is sitting right now,
He's
but
okay.
he's okay.
Yeah, I'd say he's not trash tier or anything like that. I'd say he's okay.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
I don't particularly like the pick. I just think it's kind of snowbally. So if he gets ahead, he can be a menace, but late game, he's just going to be kind of a beefy run at you boy.
Yeah, and I imagine they really want it just for the lockdown on the ult. Hold the
Mhm.
target down for what, a second and a half for
Yeah,
Victor to either just send him to the shadow realm or the rest of the team to catch up on the pick.
yeah.
Um,
Makes
I feel
gens all easy.
yeah, it definitely makes Gen ult pretty easy. Really excited to see Dangerously Stale on the Maokai.
Mm.
Um, I feel like his team was gonna lock him into the Nautilus duty if TDT didn't first pick it,
Yeah, they
but
did him a favor.
yeah, they did him a favor. Uh, so really want to see how the Maokai does into Gen Nautilus. So it should be a pretty interesting bot lane.
Yeah, I think set Mordekaiser is going to be just kind of a slugfest. They're just going to be kind of scrappy and just kind of like you said on an island. I think is where you just leave them. Victor Malzahar is going to be a farm fest, so they're going to be playing Farming Simulator 2022, and so really the only lane that you really want to see heavy presence in is the bot lane. Um, I mean, we might see some ganks mid to get try to get. I would say the Victor would be the one who would want the ganks more than the Malzahar. But yeah, I would be surprised if we saw J4 focusing anything but the bot lane.
That is very true. I I know that most teams really want to get rid of Dreams, Akali, and Irelia, and for pretty good reasons. Those are two really strong champions that he has a
Mhm.
lot of time spent on. But I feel like Victor's pretty good pick for Dream, especially with how well Victor's performing right now on the Rift.
Yeah,
Um, I feel like that puts LE on a timer.
yeah, it
Even
really.
even with the Mordekaiser and J4, I feel like it's just a lot of damage.
Yeah, because even if they jump on him, he's got the slows, he's got some shielding. He's typically a little beefier than other kind of mid lane mages, just because of the items that you kind of want on him. You tend to have a little more HP. So he's not super nukeable, um, as much as like maybe like an Oriana could possibly be, or somebody like that, who's going to be a little squishier. Um, so the thing with Victor though is he's one of the few that can really keep the lane pressure up with the Malzahar. Because Malzahar is just going to want to like shove lanes into your tower, poke you down to where you have to back and then shove like as many waves into tower as possible. Um, that's kind of how you play it. And it's a fairly passive lane for the most part. It's really farming focused. Victor, though, with the upgraded E, if he can get that quickly, pick up a couple assists or kill or two mid lane, and gets that upgraded E early, he'll just be able to clear waves quicker than Malzahar, or at least at the same speed. Um, and so I think that was a great pick from Dream into the Malzahar. Um,
I
but
agree.
and
I
I think despite it not being his style of champion, I think Malzahar's simple enough and Dream's a good enough player that, and I know he's got some games on it, and the Victor's a good pick. It's really strong right now.
I agree. All right, we are finishing up our Riot jail time, getting ready to load in onto the Rift here in just a little bit. If you were to be a betting man, all cards are on the table. Who do you think? Who are you seeing taking game one? And then I'll give you my thoughts.
I I'm never gonna count LE out, but I think they went a little heavy on the MF basket. I think I would have liked to see something where they've got a little more uh damage from somewhere else. Um, So I think that it's very like if they can't keep MF safe, I just don't think they win it. And I think that's just kind of a hard way to play the game. They've got a decent amount of peel, but um, they've got some really easy ways on the side of the Dream Team to stop that uh, ulti from going through,
Right.
and some beefy boys that can kind of just soak it up if the need arises. I'm gonna go with Dream Team, but I think whoever smashes bot lane harder is gonna win.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I think that if neither side can snowball bot lane, I think it's going to be like a 35-minute, 40-minute slugfest where it's going to come down to a coin flip at an objective like Baron
Yeah,
or like
or a
Elder
pick in the
Drag.
jungle or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
we could be proven wrong though. This game could get out of hand real quickly for either team. Just gonna have to see how it goes as we are loading in onto the Rift.
Yeah, I'd like to see some level 1 shenanigans out of Dream Team. I think they've got a significantly stronger level 1.
Especially with the Nautilus, I think you
Yeah.
always look for it.
With the Nautilus, and then Set. Victor does like really strong early level 1, and then Jin, of course, is starts game with the best ability he has, which is the 4th shot. So
Yeah.
But looks like they're just gonna play standard.
Yeah. Unlucky for us, looks like Diamond Frieza has actually reconnected now, so we are good to go. We don't have to sit. It's all good. Yeah, maybe just a little bit of game 1 jitters on the side of TDT, but
Yeah.
I think it's always worth taking a look, especially because the hitbox on Nautilus Q is ridiculous.
Yeah,
And that shit will just latch onto someone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane. Plus, you've got the follow-up auto attack route. So really, like his level 1 CC is probably the longest in the game. I'd have to imagine.
Yeah, get hit by the Q, then Nautilus passive, and you're just sitting there, hands in your pockets, not able to do anything.
Yep. Just waiting on the respawn timer to start.
Right, looks like both junglers are going to opt to start the bottom half of their jungle camps and path towards top lane.
I would have rather them, I think, start on the other side.
Yeah.
Because I don't think either one of these jungler particularly need blue buff to clear. So I think if they start top side, then it gives you a quicker access to the bottom half of the map where you want to be focusing. But you know what? It probably won't end up mattering either way. Probably just end up there anyway, right? So
yeah, it's not efficient pathing though in your eyes.
Yeah, but what do I know? I'm a dumb player. I don't know anything about jungling.
All you know is when the jungler's in your lane to camp the shit out of you in your promos.
That's right. Or when they amp.
Already liking the Jin in the bot lane as we see a little bit of trading going on in the top. Toad forcing Fern momentarily off the wave, and he's gonna get level 2 here first, actually. Pretty surprising, up 5 CS.
Oh, took a tower shot. And now the trade's not worth it. I like, you can see it on the mini-map here, I like that Victor is very aggressively pushing this into the mid lane here. Victor, early clear is much better, like level 1s and 2s, than Malzahar. He does need to be careful, because there is a gate coming through here.
Yeah, just has to blow flash to get out of it. Was playing pretty aggressive. Had the ward on the opposite side of the map. Ended up being alright at the end. And actually, it's looking like Set is going to get the betterment of Mordekaiser. Which makes sense. I think Mordekaiser isn't all that great early. You really want him more towards like level 8 or so. He starts being really impactful. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, and plus Set is just so strong early, right?
Yeah, with the like I think it's like percent health damage on the Q and the speed ups, plus some really easy, CC. It makes it a little annoying. Before that, Mordekaiser shield gets to like 8,000 health,
Right. Dangerously Stale going to go in here onto Vacant Tech. Vacant Tech trades back with the Q. Germ Santa is free firing, holding that force shot for now. Going to use it on the wave. LE gets this wave crashed in, freed up to get some vision down. Warwick opting to look into J4's top side of the jungle, looking for a gank here on the Mordekaiser. It's going to go through. How impactful it's going to be is yet to be seen. They got him locked up for a second now. Ignite does go down, and that's going to be first blood for Toad 50.
Yeah,
you love to see it.
Yeah, I like that. That gank went really well. They didn't get his flash. I'm surprised he didn't flash there, or at least the timer's not showing. Because I think I think he probably gets out if he just flashes that fear. But really well played. Gets set a little bit of a lead since you're already on that side of the map anyway. Good opportunity. Kind of heads up ganking.
J4 is in the bot lane though. This could be a good position for LE. Germsand is going to go ahead and flash out, and Nautilus is going to be too tanky. Even with Ignite on him, it's not going to matter. Toad getting some good damage here. He does get pulled onto the tower though, and that's going to be all she wrote in top lane for now. Bombardier is really chunked out here. Oh my god. Gets out by the slimmest of margins.
Just a little bit. Oh man.
A little bit of a clincher there. J4 is pathing up towards Dream right now, and he's just going to get his recall stopped for now. Sit there and hold the wave.
So Malzahar ran into a problem, and this is kind of where the Malzahar lane is really unfortunate into the Victor, where you need your mana refund that you get off of your E when the minions die, from having the E on them and getting mana back. If you're not doing that, then you run out of mana quick. We're just gonna have a bit of just a slugfest. Yeah, Mordekaiser kind of just running the set down. I think
my apologies, I had pizza delivered to me. It was last minute for us to cast, so I was trying to get just a little bit of something in me real quick while you were talking.
And then
yeah.
Mordekaiser running him down. I think he had a level advantage. I think he hit 6 first, and then I like the early armor from the Mordekaiser. Really effective. Just even just picking the cloth armor up early
right.
Can really help.
Yeah, and still tabbies are steel caps are gonna pay dividends into that lane, help him survive some of these trades a little more healthy.
So interesting thing here. Despite being sent back because of low health, Malzahar actually was able to get back with the lost chapter, whereas Dream Nimi was only able to buy 2 tomes. That is a massive item disadvantage for Dream. The tome is so huge.
We are not going to talk about that flash. We're just going to move on as LE gets set up here to take first drag of the game, which is going to be Cloud Drag. There is no opposition from Dream Team, so LE gets to move around and zoom a little bit faster on the map.
Yeah, they're not really in a position. That's a good give, just to stay in the lanes and keep farming or take it back like Dream did.
Yeah.
You with Warwick getting chunked out and having flash away, you have no shot, so don't even be there.
Has Warwick not backed yet?
Why would he need to back? He's got passive healing.
A little bit of a Arctic play there. Not going for the backs until you have enough for completed items or you die.
Sitting on
2K.
2K gold.
Bit of an interesting decision.
Not surprising, J4 hard focusing bot lane. He's looking for another gank here. I'd like to see Warwick show some more attention bot. But it does look like he's making the correct play. Saw J4 and immediately went on the Rift Herald. So good heads up there.
Yeah, and they'll probably use that Rift Herald top lane. Toad has been getting pretty consistent pressure getting these waves into tower. Probably go ahead and drop that top. Dream is helping out with the Rift right now. So they could look to drop for a heads up play top lane with it, get some more gold onto Toad, who's playing really well into Fern so far in the early stages of this series.
Yeah, I think he's doing pretty well. He is down a significant amount in CS, which is not good if you're going to be hard shoving. You want to make sure you're at least getting the minions that you're shoving, so that you don't end up in a massive gold disadvantage, because he is almost 20 CS down already.
Right, and yeah. TDT does secure Rift Herald. J4 showing top lane. Fern, who is now weak side or AFK, looking to get this wave in as much as possible for the tower dive. Bombardier is up here as well. Toad in a pretty precarious situation. Gonna have to see how the tower dive goes. It's going clean so far. Wave did make it there. There are 3 members of LE up here. Bombardier's ulti does go down and they secure the kill. MF ulti comes down, does save Dangerously Stale for now, but Germsand is forced out of the fight. Warwick ulti does land, and Diamond Frieza is going to pick up the kill on Meat Mill. Dangerously Stale is running for his life. Warwick is chasing him down. I do believe he will get away from that. That is a huge play for a TDT on the bot side of the map. Toad gets dived, and they pick up a kill in the bot lane.
Yeah, I think that's definitely good on the bot side of the map there. Not much you can do top side when you've got 3v1 and you've got the point and click CC on the Malzahar. It's a tough situation. Glad to see the Rift going bot too. Get some more gold on him.
What is going on over there?
A little bit of a greedy back there and got interrupted, and so now Nautilus is going to be late to lane. He forgot that MF is the speed, so...
Yeah, gets back to lane super quick. A little bit of a lull in the action right now. No objectives up currently. Dangerously Stale going to clear a little bit of vision. MF picks up solo plate gold.
Surprising farm gaps. Almost 30 CS in the top lane. So that's really not good.
And up 2 levels.
And yeah, and 2 levels. He's getting zoned off XP. So that's really unfortunate. And then also having a little bit of a CS differential in the bot lane. Not as bad. About 10 or so, but evened out quite a bit with the turret plates there. So still pretty even on items.
Right, Bombardier went and tried to force work off of Raptors. Got chunked out a little bit of it for his troubles. Continuing to take Victor lasers. Looking for a little bit more. J4 is in the area. Work is still chunked out, and he's going to go on to Bombardier. They're going to pick up the kill. J4 does trade back, though. Victor ulti is still down, but Warwick does not want any of that and is going to be happy to just walk away from it, as members of LE's bot lane were in the area as well, as they look to clear out a little bit of vision and preparing for this upcoming drag, which is going to be Mountain. Warwick really does not need to be in this area right now. TDT's bot lane are looking to get off map for reset as well. Second drag of the game is going to go to LE. Oh no, Warwick is still in the area for now.
Just leave, Warwick. Just leave. There's no shot.
Yeah. Not with the ulti being down.
Yeah, definitely not. But I think you die for it anyway, and I don't know that you want to die for a drag too.
Yeah, not really worth the look. And it's actually going to be Ocean Soul for this game 1.
Ocean Soul.
be pretty good for Dream Team to pick up an Ocean Drag or two for the Warwick in the set. Definitely don't want Mordekaiser J4 having those dragons.
Definitely not. Yeah, Mordekaiser with Ocean, even any Ocean Souls would be annoying, but especially with the any Ocean Drags would be bad, but just the Ocean Soul in particular would make him nigh unkillable in the 1v1 Thunderdome that he'll bring you into.
Oh, absolutely, as he's already completed the Rift Maker. Toad still sitting on components. Down just a little bit of gold. Sly Narwhal looking for an angle here on Dream. Looks like Dream's gonna just go for a back. There's that gonna be a flash. Ulti gets, both ultis get dropped, and that's gonna be a kill for Bombardier.
Yeah, nice nice use of the flash there. You know, probably doesn't expect that, rightfully so, that Bombardier is going to be able to 100 to 0 him even if he flash ults, but with the J4 there, who he was no idea and no vision, they were able to fairly easily pick up that kill with not a whole lot Dream could do there.
Right. And weak side or AFK gets another wave in under tower. Toad does pull him in. He takes 2 tower shots, and it's not going to do a lick of damage. Nice Q from Vacant Tech onto Dangerously Stale. Maokai ulti does go down. Jin ulti coming in as well. Diamond Frieza is here. Ulti does connect onto Meat Meal, but there he's going to get out for now. And no trade there. Another potential tower dive going on in the top lane as well. MF ulti does come down to clear the wave. Does force the flash out from Germ Sand. And Sly Narwhal is in the area now as well. TDT needs to be careful how they play this.
Great job by Dangerously Stale to go back in after the MF got ulted and not only get the Warwick off, but block some of those Gen rockets for the easy sniper elite Germ Sand to land on the rooted target. But
nice flash from Diamond Frieza to get out of that situation. Hook does connect onto Sly Narwhal. Germsand is here as well. And Sly Narwhal is going to get out from there, but Bombardier's coming down to the party as well now. Ulti connects onto Diamond Frieza. Knockup lands on Vacant as well. That's going to be a double kill for Bombardier. He's looking for more. Germsand trying to get to safety his tower as well. This is a really fed Malzahar now. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Germsand does trade.
Yeah, it does get the return kill. It's 2 for 1. So looking just kind of at the state of this game, it's about a 4k gold difference, almost 5. So not a huge gold difference, but I feel like the momentum shift, or the momentum, is just all LE right now.
Right.
You know, just taking objectives, like picking the fights they want, you know, making the plays, you know, grouping up and diving turrets. So really, really well played by Ellie here.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed the coordination that they've shown. Whether it be the 3-man dive top lane or what they just pulled in response bot lane. Toad looking for a trade here. Diamond Frieza is top as well. He is half health, and this is going to be... No way he walks out from that.
Yeah.
No way.
And you tell me this champ has counters.
Nice. Toad does ult in and get the shutdown. Very nicely played. There was no way. J4 is here now as well, and he's going to pick up the kill on Toad. They're looking for more on Diamond Frieza. Dangerously Stale up here as well. Can he get away? The fear does land, but Maokai is a fast boy. Ulti connects, and that's another kill.
That's fast without Mobies. That's just completed boots and the little movement speed health item. That dude was zooming.
Oh man, and that's going to be second Rift Herald secured for the side of LE. Yeah, they have really shown, even since the start of the season, that they are just a very cohesive team. They make plays together a lot, and I think it's been really impressive. And they're continuing to show that here tonight. Sly Narwhal going in on Germsand. No flash. Tech doing the best he can to make sure that he's the only one that dies here. And the rest of the Dream Team are going to be able to get away, but now they're not able to contest this third drag. Germsand's too chunked out, and Mordekaiser is down here as well. So that is going to be third drag of the game, going to the side of LE. Ulti does come down onto Warwick, and Bombardier is unstoppable. Ooh,
Yeah.
a little close there.
That was a
Nice
little,
flash from Dream to get out
yeah.
of that situation.
little troll to be there in the first place.
I mean, you miss 100% of the plays you don't look for, right? Looking
Right.
for the drag steal with Victor
the
Laser.
the blind E, yeah.
So
They're going for inhibs here.
yeah, Rift Herald does take down the tower, looking to get inhib here as well. But that may not be bad for Dream Team to for that inhib to be open. Maybe look to get a little bit more CS on either Victor or Jin, who both, well, maybe it'd be better on Victor. Jin has been doing pretty well keeping up with CS here.
Yeah, I think you want to give it on the Victor. He's almost a full item down on Malzahar at this point, and he's got a lot of carry potential. And I think you want Jin, who's already okayly strong right now, to be with the team to be able to fight if need be.
Right. Bombardier 800 gold away from hitting 10k. Looks like lane assignments are going to actually be Jin in the mid lane. And now Victor is rolling up now. LE looking to get vision set up for a potential Baron take here. And Toad is going to walk in, get Malzahar ulti for his trouble, pulled in by the Mordekaiser. He's still alive for now, but is not going to be for much longer. This Mordekaiser is ridiculously fed. Warwick ulti goes wide, J4 ult lands. That's a double kill from Mordekaiser, and Diamond Frieza goes down as well. This could be game right here for the side of LE. As
forget everything I
Germsand,
said about Bombardier probably not being able to carry on the Mordekaiser.
weak side or AFK is playing Mordekaiser, but it's all good.
I meant Malzahar. Sorry, Malzahar doing insane damage. Really good job getting a strong lead here and putting the game on his shoulders. Didn't even need DMF. Could have been Yumi Maokai bot lane. They probably still would have won with Malzahar that fed.
I already threw an LLW plug in there, Biz. I talked earlier about you playing into weak side or AFK. Don't worry, I got you. But I mean, the Malzahar pick, I mean, he roamed a lot. He was part of that tower dive in the top lane. He roamed bot a good amount, so he was able to pick up kills outside of in the mid lane, and was really just able to help snowball from there. LE was just really coordinated. I would like to see Dream Team probably change up the draft. I like the Jin. I feel like the Victor was fine. I just don't think Warwick was the pick. Maybe that's Diamond Frieza's most comfortable champ, but a little bit more CC on the side of Dream Team other than Nautilus might have helped out a good bit.
Yeah, I think the bot lane was fairly stable. I would like to have seen a little more focus from Diamond Frieza towards the bot lane. I don't know if they maybe just communicate that a little better, but he focused pretty heavily on top, and um, it didn't matter. And I don't know that like the 1v9 set carry is gonna be the win condition in that game. Uh, so I'd like to see if they've similar drafts. Then I want to see a little more focus towards the bot lane, possibly even the mid lane. He did gone mid a couple times, but not he didn't focus bot nearly as hard as Sly Narwhal did, and I think that's where you wanted to see that focus.
I have to agree with you. Piano, are we good to go to a break? I would really like to eat some pizza real quick. All right, awesome. Don't you guys go anywhere. We'll be right back for game 2 of TDT versus LE. LE leads the series 1-0 right now. And we'll be right back in a few minutes for draft as TDT looks to get back into things for game 2. We're doing it live? Okay, cool. Welcome back to game 2 of LE versus the Dream Team. LE enjoying a 1-0 lead currently over the Dream Team. Dream Team looking to get back into things, maybe switching it up in draft just a little bit. I'm your play-by-play host, Ruckus, and joining me is my analyst, Nightmare Seta.
Excited for game 2. I want to see some shakes up from the Dream Team. I'll see them try some different stuff and play a little harder onto their strong players.
Yeah, empty out the bench and throw the kitchen sink at LE. Get a dub ski under your belt and move it forward going into game 3. As as we are trying to get into draft right now. All right, LE looking to switch, stay with the same bands. A Kali band coming through, pretty standard. Gonna see the Malzahar ban from the
I
side of
didn't like
TDT.
it.
They don't want more of that. Irelia band comes in from the side of LE. Are we gonna
And
see
that's it.
gonna see the Aatrox band stay away? I agree with that. I don't want Aatrox in any of my League of Legends games. Keep it out. Rework him again. Put him back in the dumpster, please.
That's right. Make him how he used to be. I'd rather that than what we have now.
LE's gonna round out their bans with the Darius. Toad will not get to shine on that. Maybe he'll play the Garen this game.
Third
And
ban for they're holding it. They're not quite sure.
TDT running down the clock. It is going to be a Sivir ban though. Meat Mill will not be on the Sivir this game. And TDT opting for red side this game, so LE is going to get first pick this game. Do we see Nautilus duty for Dangerously Stale?
Ah,
Staying on the Maokai.
work ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Say run it back.
Really impactful team fight ulti, and plenty of CC for in lane as well. Big tree
Yeah.
man, hard to kill.
And he rushed the boots and Dead Man's plate. I don't even know if he finished the game with his mythic. Man was zooming.
All around the map, causing havoc for TDT. And we are going to see Germsan on his prio pick on the Caitlyn. Vacatech is going to play Morgana as well. Back in the olden days of past seasons, when Vacatech did fill in support, he was pretty high on the Morgana. Pretty good synergy with the Caitlyn as well.
Probably one of the best synergies with the Kalen.
Yeah.
But
Ellie's
also
fully running it back with the MF. Go ahead, sir.
really good though to also counter the Maokai engages though. So super strong there because if you black shield who's ever in front, you really could avoid both people getting hit by the Maokai ulti. Since once it hits somebody, it disappears that little section of it.
Right.
So really strong kind of counter pick into that.
Yeah.
So I really like the Morgana.
Yeah, you black shielded on the first person. Everyone else Congo lines behind the first person, and everybody gets out alive for the
No laugh.
moment. LE is gonna go for the Lee Sin. TDT responds with a Trundle. Okay,
We'll see.
I guess.
Well, at least in will, but we'll see. No,
So
but
LE is listening in onto the stream. They are gonna ban the Garen. The second I talk about it, round it out with a LeBlanc ban as well. TDT is going to stick with Riven and Oriana.
So one of the nice adjustments I like is the Malzahar ban, since not only was it strong last time, but it also limits Dream a lot on what he can play. Uh, so kind of a twofold ban there. I really would like to see hopefully Dream on one of his more aggressive picks this go around, even though he did do really well. Uh,
There's the Yone for
and
you.
there's the Yone, and that's what I wanted to see. That's what he can't pick if they have Malzahar. So
That's it doesn't get a whole lot more aggressive than Yone in the mid lane. They do save counter pick for Toad.
which I think is appropriate, since he is going to have one of the harder lanes.
Ugh.
I,
Lilia and Vex.
all
It's
right,
your girl. It's your favorite mid laner. Vex
yeah.
is made it into the league. I'm sure someone else has played it in a game.
Yeah. That's actually not a fun lane for Dream. If depending on how competent Bombardier is on the Vex, Yon does not have a great time into that. That's a As a Vex enjoyer myself, I don't shy away from the Yon matchups. Uh, you can win those pretty consistently, uh, at least in the laning phase. Now, late game is a different story. But if you could put him in the dirt, you know.
Yeah. All right, everybody is ready. We are looking to get into lobby for pick and ban. And TDT did run out the clock and pick up the Jax for Toad 50 in the top lane versus the Lilia.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know how that matchup's going to go. Lilia tops something that you see so rarely that I'm not quite 100% on how that's going to go. It's really annoying when it's on, but I think Jax is going to be pretty tough to kind of kite around with the jumps and the stuns and stuff.
Yeah,
Also
but
with the
Lilia is so fast. I feel like it's really hard for Jax to like lock her down if Lilia's on her game, right?
Yeah, and I think it's going to be another situation of, I think whoever kind of gets a lead is just going to kind of roll it. I think Lilia probably wins early, since Jax is going to be just kind of smacking with a lamppost and kind of weak. Uh, but how crazy would it be if it was Lisa and top?
It would be pretty crazy, honestly. And it is Lee Sin top. Actually, I was about to say,
I actually called it.
I was gonna say, Weakside AFK does have a lot of jungle experience under his belt and pretty wide champ pool. So Toad is gonna be playing the Jax into Lee Sin.
What a maniac! All right, Lee Sin and the Jax. I like Jax a lot better into that matchup, to be honest. Because Lee Sin's
It's a lot
a
more
heavy,
manageable. Yeah.
yeah, Lee Sin's a heavy auto attacking, and he wants to be on top of you. Well, Jack has an ability that can block auto attacks and stun you if you're on top of him. So, um, who knows? Lee Sin's he's got the playmaker skills. He can do some funky stuff, but uh, we'll just have to see see how that goes.
Yeah, Jax has absolutely no issue with a champion wanting to get on top of him and auto attacking. So I think this will be, Toad was doing pretty well early. The ward gank paid off until he's getting 3-man tower dove top lane, right? So I
Right.
I I think the Jax pick is pretty good. It's pretty strong. It's safe. Allows good split push as well. Will require people to come down to if he's say solo pushing bot lane or whatever at any point in the game. It's gonna require a presence from LE to deal with that, unless the Lee Sin just gets really far ahead and they put Jackson to the dirt. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I think I think this time I'm gonna have to. I think I like Ellie's a little better this go around overall.
That's
The list
because you're a Vex enjoyer. Show a little biasness in the in
I'm
the
saying
in the casting booth.
I think it's an opinion piece. It's, it's not a we didn't take a vote. Um, but I think that the Vex into Yone is Vex favored. I think bot lane might be a little bit Dream favored with the Morgana shield, just and the Germ on the Caitlyn is you never want to count that out. Um, not a huge Caitlyn fan in general, but Germ always makes it work somehow. So super strong when he's on it, at least. Um,
It's the
we'll
germ sand buffs.
yeah, the Lee Sen topic. We'll just kind of have to see. I can't imagine that's a very fun lane, but we'll just have to see how comfortable he is on it. If he's like a nutty Lee Sen, then you know maybe it's just turbo busted. But
Yeah. So I I think Dream's gonna have a pretty hard time just from what you've said about the Vex being that matchup being Vex favored. Unless he just really outplays the Vex on the Yone. Um, I believe again that this game is going to come down to the bot lane, which
yeah,
bot lane gets ahead. Um, I think Dream Team is on some comfort picks right now. With the Caitlyn Morgana, so gonna have to see if they can make some plays there. We know LE can pilot the MF Maokai bot lane pretty well, so
yeah,
there's definitely going to be some pretty interesting ganks and fights going on in the bot lane to try and set the tone going into this match. Um,
I think we're gonna see
I
a lot more roaming this game, especially out of the mid lane. Vex a
yeah,
heavy roamer. Yone also can be a heavy roamer. Um, So, and I think it'll be if Dream on Yone can pick up some side lane kills, especially if he can pick up some kills bot. He's got the like go down bot and get a double kill or something. That can make that lane a lot more manageable for Vex. It's going to be really important to not let Yone farm and just kind of keep him away from getting too much gold and keeping an eye on him and kind of wait for six and manage the fear pretty well. Just because that's the big counter is that he can go in on you. You can kind of just AOE fear him with the shield and then walk away while he's crying in the club, as you might say.
as they say. I think Vision's going to be pretty important for TDT's bot lane. And solid communication with Dream as to where the Vex is at all times. Because just from watching you play Vex, it is really, I would imagine it's really frustrating. You get a Vex R coming out of the darkness, and all of a sudden it's a double kill, you know?
Yeah, and it's really hard to word out too because it's like Zach or one of those other kind of super long range jump ins. You can do it from a lot of places and including from behind like the tower. The tower on since they are red side, they might have to keep their tri-bush warded, which is not always common on red side bot lane, unless you're like really worried about a tower dive, but if the Vex gets in that little crevice there, you might have a Vex coming from behind you, uh, and that would be just and then your pence, right?
Right.
So vision gonna be huge here, like more than normal, I guess. But
Yeah, and just keeping the comms clear, solid communication as well. Just knowing where the Vex is at all times is huge and will help alleviate that, especially so that um, both top and bottom lanes can play their games right without having to worry about where Vex is at. So
definitely,
that'll be huge for the side of the Dream Team. I think even just having Germsan on the Caitlyn is such a huge factor for the side of Dream Team. I think it really makes them a lot more competitive, especially as they're looking to get back into the series here and try and get a win. I think the Jax as well, just with the scaling and the split push opportunity. It's another avenue. So when you're trying to win these competitive games, you don't want to just have all your eggs in one basket. Like you don't want to just say, hey, we only want to win through bot lane or whatever. You because if your bot lane gets shut down, then what are you gonna do?
Right.
So them having multiple avenues, especially with Dream having being at a disadvantage into the Vex matchup, having two solid win conditions is huge for them, especially with Diamond Frieza in being their jungle sub for this game. So everything is a little bit different for them. So just having multiple options is good for the Dream Team. LE, on the other hand, kind of in the driver's seat right now in the series. They're pretty comfortable. They've been comfortable all season, racking out wins. So, gonna see if Dream Team can put some pressure on them here in this game too.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Ellie's got a lot more damage potential this game than they did last game. They went really heavy on the MF. Ended up getting way ahead on the Malzahar, who was just dumb staring out damage, but they've got a lot more damage from, basically 3 high damage champs, and then Lee Sin can, depending on how you build him, he can do quite a bit of damage as well. Same with, Dream Team with really 4.
Diamond Frieza's in a bad spot here. She's going to get pinched. There are 3 members of Ellie here. Ignite does go down. Lee Sin does connect on the Q. Is it going to be enough, though? Flash does come in. Vex does get more chip damage. Lee Sin should have Q up here in a second. He still does have his flash.
Oof.
Q does go wide. Diamond Frieza is going to be able to get out of there. First blood averted for now.
Yeah, blue ghost. So short cooldown. Was able to just hippity hoppity back down the bunny trail and go back to base.
While we are talking about LE's team comp here, especially since not a whole lot is going on, I will say I think their team fight is disgusting with the team comp they got.
Yeah. Vex ults aren't going to be too hard to hit with the Mordekaiser and the lockdown and the sleep from Lilia. So
got Mordekaiser on the brain, my friend?
Apparently. May have had. Too many M champs.
Stun does land onto Lee Sin. Jack's getting some actual good poke here in at level 1 as well. Lethal tempo. I bet that is disgusting in extended team fights.
Yeah, disgusting in extended team fights, and I can't even imagine what that looks like at 35 minutes or something.
Ugh. Especially if Jax gets like ahead and he can opt into like a Bork or something. Ooh, nice Q there from Vacant Tech landing on Meat Mill.
Yeah, a lot of damage down on the MF already. We're seeing some early thoughts.
Maokai does go in here. Both sides haven't got level 2. Caitlyn Trap does land, and another one lands as well. This is huge poke damage going down on Dangerous Stale. Looking for more. Meat Mill does force Vacant Tech out there. Q does go wide. Both sides are going to walk away for the moment.
Both support's super low. We'll note both
Code is roaming in here. He is going to get onto Bombardier. And Flash is down, so he can't quite get out of it. It's not going to be enough damage, though. Not a bad trade, though.
Yeah, not a bad trade. Took some tower shots. Started the Corrupting Potion, so he's going to have quite a bit of sustain. For the Vex, lets him poke a lot more, and not have to worry about a little bit of losing trades.
Right. Big wave up in the top lane. Jax can't really afford to trade with Lee Sin in it. Lee Sin going in now. Q did land. He is a level up on him right now. It's not going to be enough. He does take a tower shot for his troubles. Dream Team looking to shove in bot lane, keep the pressure up. Diamond Frieza is here. They are abusing this flash cooldown on Bombardier, and First Blood is going to go to Dream to me.
That is not what you want to see.
No, especially... no. Q does land. Ignite lands as well. Germsand is going to pick up the kill on Dangerously Stale. This is exactly how Dream Team needed to come out in Game 2 and play. They're playing really aggressive, and they are in the driver's seat for the moment.
Yeah, really, really strong plays from the bot lane. Really aggressive from Toad there.
He does flash in. This is going to be a tower dive. Fern is tanking, and it's going to be a trade. Sly Narwhal does clean up the kill, though.
Little misplay, I think, from weak side there.
Yeah.
Tanking the tower, but so good. Got the 2 kills. 2 deaths, so 1 each, right?
Toad did TP back up to lane. Sly Narwhal was still hanging around. Toad is getting pretty good damage. Lilia is gonna just hop out of there. Fern is back, excuse me, weak side or AFK is back as well. Knockup goes a little bit wide on Dream, but it's fine. He just gets to go back to his shadow.
Yeah, so Bombardier needs to manage the sphere a little bit better on this matchup. Dream's doing a really good job of going in on him as soon as he uses something with the sphere. He needs to make sure that he's got it up or is going to get it up quickly, since the fear cooldown is reduced when you pop your passive, so that he doesn't get in a situation where Dream's going in on him and then
Right.
he can't. Nice sidestep.
Yeah, good sidestep there from Sly Narwhal. It was a good look from Dream, who did hit level 6 first, so...
Yeah, pressing the advantage, having the Berserkers over Bombardier's normal boots.
So far, Toad looking for another trade here. Lee Sin does Q in and then gets back out again. Toad is crashing a pretty big wave into tower here. Looking to get a little bit of pressure. Looks like Diamond Frieza is going to start up the drag here. Got good prio from bot lane currently. They do have a wave.
Mid lane's back, so they don't have that. I think that's pretty free.
Weak side or AFK does opt to go in on the Jax here. He does.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Nutty with it.
That's what we're wondering.
Just absolutely nutty with it. Exhaust does land on Dream. Diamond Frieza is here. They're looking to pick up a kill, possibly on Dangerously Stale. Is going to get out of it. Meatball's going to get out of it as well. They do lock up Diamond Frieza, and Dangerously Stale is going to pick up the kill there. Dream to me had already opted out of the situation. Just needed to look to play it slow there and back out for a moment.
Yeah, dangerous for the Caitlyn to push up here.
Doesn't have Morgana, is on reset. Sly Narwhal looking for a reset as well, though. That was an insane play there from weak side or AFK on the Lee Sin.
Yeah, it was looking bad, and then he just killed him. Bad until it wasn't. Yeah, really well played. Just barely getting him in the tower range to get that tower shot and finish him off. Ended up taking 2, but he's playing it really well. Able to go in with the Q, get some nice poke down, and then W out before the root comes down. So something Toad's gonna have to play around a little more. Is understanding that just because he goes in on you doesn't mean he can't get back out. So
Right.
maybe he needs to bait out the W or try to do an engage himself if he's going to try to lock it down. So that,
Bacon Tech is here in the mid lane for a potential gank. Diamond Frieza is there as well. Lee Sin does get out again. I would like to see Toad just look to farm up in this lane and really only look to fight the Lee Sin if Diamond Frieza is there as well to help out, just to secure the kill. You really don't want the Lee Sin to just run away with this game.
No, and you're already so far behind that you're going to be in some tough situations no matter what.
And a bad spot here as Sly Narwhal was up there as well. Drowsy does land, and that is going to be another kill for Weak Side or AFK. Yeah, really need to see the Trundle looking for more gank opportunities in the bot lane. They need to get this Caitlyn rolling, or more kills in the mid lane. They need this Caitlyn or Yone online as soon as possible.
Yeah, Jax is already looks like a little bit of a lost cause here. Not too much he can do. Nice trade from Yang there. Pretty even overall. Took a little bit of damage on the back end of that, but evened it up.
Right. Yone does have ult. Trundle is on the top side of the lane though. Toad trying to get this wave in. Does have the vision. Lee Sin is gonna get out of there again, and this Lee Sin is so far ahead. Good knock up there. Didn't opt for the ulti there.
Yeah, surprised he didn't go for it. It probably would have got the kill. Don't think the fear was up, but surprised to see Dream not more ahead in farm. He did opt for the TP, so you kind of would expect him to be in lane more and give up farm. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be another kill. Go block it, but
Good cue from Vacatech. He is going to get hit by the Maokai ulti. Maokai does knock him back under tower. Sly Narwhal is here as well, and that's going to be a kill over to a Sly Narwhal. Germsand had already opted out of the situation.
Yeah, and I think that was the right play. I think once he got knocked under tower and was that low, I don't think you win the 2v2 with the Lilia already a lost chapter.
Right. Only 2k down right now, so not the end of the world.
Yeah, not a major goal difference.
Yeah. Dream to me looking for a little bit of a trade here in the mid lane. Knockup does land again as well. Germsand trading with Meat Mill, and it looks like Dream Team's gonna try to get set up here on this mountain drag. Lilia is here as well. Germsand is by himself with the Lilia and the Misfortune. They need to nuke this dragon to make this worth it for the side of Dream Team. And it's gonna be a kill going over to Meat Mill. Dream to me is here as well, leaving Trundle on it. Morgana Q goes wide. They haven't finished this dragon yet, and Vex is here as well. Sly Narwhal does pick up the kill on Trundle. Morgana
nice timing.
That's gonna be a kill for Bombardier. They
I think a little bit of a misplay by Dream. I think he just stays on drag and helps nuke it. Because there was not much you could do the bot lane there. They didn't. The Trundle and the Morgana are not going to do enough damage to get that quickly. So I think you just stay there and help them get it. Caitlyn was pretty much screwed. So.
Right. Yo, what is up with Cloud into Mountain into Ocean Soul 2 games in a row? Right. Explain.
What are the odds? Oh, you said this was random. Must be the flavor of the week.
Diamond Frieza looking to get the Rift Herald here. Toad and Dream to me do respond as well to help secure it. Maokai has opted for the mid lane with Vex, and he's gonna more than likely roll back into the bot lane with Meat Mill.
So,
Toad looking for another engage here. The stun did land, but Lee Sin's gonna get out of it. Sly Narwhal is here as well. Dream Team did secure the Rift Herald though, and it looks like they're gonna get out of it though. Yeah, Germsand and Vacatech crashing a big wave here in the bot lane. Look to try and knock it down.
I don't think MF's going to be able to do anything. I think they might just get this.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty huge for bot lane. It looks like it's going to take them another wave, but they don't look like anyone's heading bot anytime soon.
No, there is a party going up in the top red side. Jungle, Maokai ulti does land onto Diamond Frieza.
Massive
Ignite
damage.
as well. And the burn from the Sly Narwhal comes through. And that's going to be another kill for the Lilia, sitting at 4-0-5. And this is going to be a tower dive on Toad as well. Can he trade here? He does have... He's so close.
Oh my goodness, so close. Good use of the ultimate, pops it early to try to avoid any of the, to get some of the resistances, to avoid some of the chip damage, but I think best case scenario, he trades there.
Bombardier gets executed.
Goodness.
He ended up between both towers. That was an interesting spot there.
Yeah, let's see. Doesn't have ultimate, so it looks like he took a wild ride and ended up in the bad neighborhood. So...
And they are going to drop, Dream Team is going to drop Rift Herald in the mid lane. Sly Narwhal doing as much as he can. He is 3 levels up on the Trundle.
Yeah, that's huge.
And it's going to be... That is unreal. Morgana Binding does land, but a Sly Narwhal is going to get out of there. It's looking kind of dicey for him there for just a second, but Lilia has too many zoomies.
Yeah, LE just showing out this game. Once again, only like 4K, so still not game ending gold lead.
Lee Sin goes in, ults the Caitlyn back towards him, and Sly Narwhal is going to be there to clean up the kill. Does another tower shot come through? Shutdown goes onto the Morgana, but weak side or AFK is going to clean up the fight, and this is going to be another tower for the side of LE.
Yeah, great play there from weak side or AFK, getting the ADC in the middle of his team where they can just blow it up. Unfortunate trade kill. Shutdown. It did go on the Morgana though, so not the end of the world. Probably best case scenario there. Trundle really far behind. Jax really far behind. So you really need your Yone and your Caitlyn to stay in this game. So they can't really afford to get picked out like that.
I don't think we've seen Trundle bot lane all game except for trying to secure drags. I think that's just a huge mistake with the way that this game has been going.
Yeah, I think it's really like a major problem. You should basically be living bot lane. Jax was so far behind early that you aren't going to bring him back with one gang, and he's going to scale so hard late game anyway that I think you just let him farm and do what he can.
Right.
Vex opting for the Rudy item for her mythic, which I don't like, but it is one of the items that TDT loves.
Weak side or AFK opting into a fight here into Toad. Toad already half health. Doesn't matter that he's in wave. He's healing so much. Continuing the fight. Toad doing the best he can to kite him around, but I don't think it's going to matter. Stun does land. Ult does come through as well. Nice Morgana Q. Toad's going to live.
Walks out of there by the skin of his teeth. Well played. Nice showing up by the Morgana.
Yeah, huge heads up play there by Vacant Tech to help save Toad, who was doing a marvelous job of kiting the Lee Sin around 2 different waves there. But further troubles, LE is going to secure Ocean Drag.
Yeah, and if they start drag stacking here, which it looks like they're wanting to do, it's gonna be a tough game to come back from.
Right. Drowsy does land. Vex ulti lands as well.
Nice
Germ Sand
cleanse.
does cleanse out. Ignite is going to be enough. They're looking for more. Vacant Tech is low here. TP coming through from Dream. Toad is into the mix. Dream's here now as well. And they're going to get the shutdown on the Lee Sin. And the Dream Team is going to be able to pick up a couple of kills here.
Yeah, close up this gold lead a little bit, only about 2K down now. That's what happens when good fights go bad, you know? Had a nice early pick on the Caitlyn, but just kind of got stuck. Nice use of the teleport from the Yun to get in there. Good stunts from Toad. We're just able to clean up those kills.
Yeah, good heads-up play from Toad to get down from the top lane as well, and the aforementioned Dream teleporting into mid lane as well, able to pick up more kills. Looking for Meat Mill here, but Meat Mill is misfortune, so she's just gonna strut her stuff and walk away.
Yeah, did blow flash though, so don't know why you're flashing the mastery. Yeah, you flash that if you dodge it. If you flash, it means you're gonna get hit.
Yeah. Dangerously Stale looking to rumble with Trundle here. Sly Narwhal is here as well. And Trundle does have the Scuttle Crab speed up to get away, but it's not going to be enough because Weaksider AFK is here to confirm the kill.
Yeah, that was just an insane amount of damage. This Lily is just doing buku damage right now.
Ellie's going to start up the Baron without misfortune even there.
Who needs her? No, look how much damage they're doing just with the Lilia and the Lee Sin.
Black Shield is already down for Morgana, and huge MF ulti coming through. Caitlyn does get put to sleep. Sly Narwhal does confirm the kill as well, and that's going to be Baron for the side of LE.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if that was miscommunication. Germson walks up with his team on the other side of Baron Pit, and he's out in the that little bush there, and just gets blown up. So I don't know if he thought they were going to rotate around, but that's a easy secure Baron once that happens.
Right. Ellie looking to put this series to rest with a Baron power play here. Dream Team's got some pretty good wave clear to try and deal with it. But Weaksider AFK is coming onto the map, so if Dream Team want to make a play, their time for that is run out. They're going to be forced to just have to clear waves as best as possible and hope that Lee Sin doesn't just pop in and out of reality and kick them in a spot they don't want to be in.
He's looking for it. He's on the behind. He was looking for him.
Yeah, Sly Narwhal
on the side too.
Yeah, nasty Morgana Q does land. She is gonna get Vex to half health there. But this mid tower is gonna go down shortly. Lee Sin back in the top lane with Toad.
They're just trying to farm up and get relevancy.
Yeah. It's not too bad yet. Toad trying to get that lethal tempo stacked up. The stun does go down. He has blown his ulti, looking to get out, but members of LE are here as well, and he's gonna get locked up, locked down, and out of there. And LE is gonna continue the Baron push in the top lane.
Hey Toad, we heard you like grayscale.
Vacant Tech walks up, gets rooted by the Maokai. It's gonna almost will not be able to trade a kill.
Doesn't have the hourglass yet. Otherwise, maybe. But good play there from Dangerously Stale and weak side. Pick up another kill.
Yes.
And get another tower. While also the rest of the team is rotating down to the dragon.
Dream to me looking to trade towers in the bot lane as well. Doesn't quite have the damage. Ellie is on the prowl though. He is going to be forced to back here. This is going to be another dragon for the side of LE, as Dream to me's team is not yet back out on the map, and much less I don't think they would even want to contest this drag even if they were in position to.
Yeah, it's getting tough for them to pick fights because it's getting to the point where, like, if Lilia's there, we don't want to fight. If MF is there, we don't really want to fight. If Lee Sin's there, we definitely don't want to fight. Well, that's, you know, most of their team there, so they're going to need to try to pick some of these people out alone, but they're doing a good job staying together as a team and pushing these objectives.
Right, and if Dream Team just sits back and tries to farm up as best they can. It leaves all objectives open to the side of LE, and they continue to widen the gap here in this game too.
Yeah, up to a pretty substantial gold lead now, almost 8K. Looks like about 7,000. So
That is a fast Maokai.
he has speed. Look, he still doesn't. Look, he's the build he's going. He's opts to not take the mythic and just go for the dead man's for the additional movement speed.
It's working out for him, and I am taking notes.
Yeah, that is a. Who needs mythics?
Yeah, you are not allowed to farm your jungle anymore, Trundle. You are in a bad spot. And speaking of the man, Maokai is here as well. Morgana Q does land. Vex ulti lands as well. Misfortune picks off Trundle. And Ellie continue to push in the top lane. Meanwhile, Weaksider or AFK getting the wave in on the bot lane. Vex ulti goes wide. He needs it anyways. They are looking for more here. Maokai ulti comes down. Exhaust goes through. MF ulti comes through as well. And they are going to get an inhib there. And Toad is alive for the moment. Weaksider AFK stuck in between towers for the second. Vex does get locked up for just a second. Not quite enough damage though to try and secure the kill.
Uh-oh. It's a lot. It's going to be a lot of damage down on Germ Sand there. He's going to have to go get loggers and he's going to die.
Diamond Frieza's back. They do have slide.
Oh my
whoa,
goodness,
what a
nice
Q. Toad somehow has found his way through the dragon pit. Weaksider AFK is gonna confirm the kill there. That I feel like we missed a spectacular battle that somehow got from tier 2 bot tower all the way to drag pit.
Yeah, I don't know why he left tower.
It must have been a great story. But
something dark side, something complete.
Yeah. This Lee Sin is ridiculously far ahead.
Yep. And just now noticing their whole team is AD for the most part, except for the Morgana. But so Lee Sin able to opt into the armor boots and the early death stance for just insane amounts of healing on top of the gore drinker. So
Disgusting.
yeah, he's a tanky boy as well.
Bro, RIP to Hybrid Jax. Rest in peace, Gunblade. You'll be missed.
Gone but not forgot.
Bring it back, Riot. I missed that item.
Yeah. Give me a point and click little shoot there. Does tons of damage.
It slows.
Yeah.
That's going to be second Baron of the game for the side of LE. Vex ulti does land true. Maokai ulti was just for show.
Now you see, if you go Ludens there, you just kill him.
Every moment is a learning moment. LE looking to put this game to bed as they push down mid tower. This is more than likely going to be another inhib for them. Toad is on the flank here, and LE doesn't have Lee Sin, so if they want to look for a play, now is the time. Toad does respond to the Lee Sin now, though.
Down two, so
they do have a good engage here, forcing the flash out, and that's going to be a kill for Dream to me. Toad is getting tower dove again, and is not going to be able to get out this time. Meat Mill does confirm the kill, and LE continues the Baron push this time, and the bot lane looking to go for 3 inhibs here. Gonna need another miracle play from Dream and the boys here to try and keep this push from going.
I think they're just looking inhibs, and they're gonna take the safe play and back off here and just pick up soul.
Yeah. Dream Team is not going to be in a position here to even contest that if they are down 3 inhibs.
I think even down 2 is tough.
Yeah.
They're just gonna send Lilia to solo it.
Lilia is ridiculously fed as well. setting on 3 items, 2 stacks on the Dark Seal. We'll have no problem confirming Drag Soul for the side of LE. Dream Team looking to try and farm up some waves, try and get a little bit more gold in their pockets. Germsand, you do not want that smoke, my friend. Even with 3 members. Trundle looking for the Lee Sin here. Ulti does land. Germsand wants it, but Vacant Tech is going to get the shutdown there. Weaksider AFK just not respecting numbers there, and really good team coordination from the side of the Dream Team.
You're full armor, man. Morgana just gonna nuke him. Just
it's the slow Morgana kill with the microwave build from the loser.
That's right.
Dream Team does get to enjoy extra gold from empowered waves from 2 down inhibs. Toad looking onto the Lilia. The rest of the team being a little bit more gun shy, staying behind their walls. They don't have Lee Sin. Just gotta play it slow, and they'll be all right.
Yeah, look for a good engage. Morgana binding, or if Young can hit a knock up or something like that. Definitely don't want Kaylin walking up all solo. Good damage. Not quite enough.
Yeah, that's really a big downside from nice Morgana Q. For Dream Team's comp, they're really only engages off Morgana Qs, and Vacant Tech has been pretty on point with them. But that's why I really haven't been high on this Trundle pick.
Yeah, I mean, your other 2 forms of engage is a YOLO from Jax or a YOLO from Yon. No safe engage for sure, whereas a lot more on the side of LE.
Right. Dream Team looking to be down 3 inhibs here. Lilia is just prancing around everywhere. Vacant Tech is in the back here. He does have a good Morgana ulti. It does lock up the Lee Sin. Maokai ulti comes down as well. Weaksider AFK is going to kill Toad. The rest of the Dream Team here is pretty chunked out. This is possibly the defining moments of the game, and this is going to be more than likely game for the side of LE, unless Dream to Me and Diamond Frieza can come up with a hero play 2v4. Yon ulti does land. He goes back into the fountain. They are looking for the kill here on the Trundle. They're going to confirm the kill on the Trundle. The Dream Team is down to their last tower. It is gone. It is open Nexus. It is up to you, Dream. Can you 1v4? Do you have a vintage moment in you on the Yon? Down the ulti. Down the ulti. It's really hard, and this is going to be game 2 for the side of LE.
Well, that one kind of got out of hand.
Just a little bit.
The first one.
Pretty unfortunate for the side of the Dream Team that they were down Gapic tonight, and they were not able to field a full roster. I think they had a pretty good showing in game 1. I feel like game 2 just got away from them a little bit too quickly. The Lee Sin pick was kind of nutty in the top lane.
Yeah.
I mean, Weaksider AFK is pretty strong and consistent showing from him.
What are you gonna do when you're getting kicked under the turret? Level 6. It's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, so it's really unfortunate. On top of that, he could just opt into Gore Drinker, Death's Dance, and is basically unkillable unless he just foreheads into 4 members of the Dream Team like he did 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, during one of his only 3 deaths.
Right.
Perfect game on the Misfortune, by the way. Congratulations, Meat Mill. Nice 13.0 KDA. Could have seen a little more damage numbers, KDA player much.
Yeah. Too busy protecting his KDA.
That's right. Maybe you go 8-1 and 5 and do the most damage. How about that?
Yeah. It looks like Dangerously Still is going to be stuck on the Maokai duty for now. Last
think he
season, he
likes.
was complaining about the Nautilus. Now you're stuck on Maokai duty for the rest of the season.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for. That's what I always tell him. Don't be good at it if you don't want to play it. But really well played by LE, showing their dominance here uh, in week 7. Pretty good. Good.
A pretty nice vision score from Dangerously Stale.
Yeah,
What a
very
homie.
nice. Very nice.
I believe that is worthy of a weekly award of some sort. Maybe we can all just acknowledge it and move on.
Yeah. From us to you, Dangerous to Sell. Nice.
Nice.
Any closing thoughts, Ruckus?
No. LE continues to show while they're number 1 in the polls. They are a really strong and complete team. They make pretty consistent map movements and make good plays. They showed a lot of tower dives throughout this series. I think anybody that faces them moving forward, that is something that you need to be aware of. Keep those comms open. Know where your enemy laners are at. Dream Team put up a good fight in the first game. Game 2 just got a little bit out of a hand. But other than that, that's just about all from me. You got anything else?
No, I think we set it best. Just good, really good competitive game 1. Game 2 just got away from him a little bit, and it's a little bit unrecoverable.
Yeah.
But still well played. You can definitely see where they're strong, what they can, what Dream Team can do. I think Toad did a really good job in the top lane, despite the scoreline. I think he played it really well.
I mean, he just got put in unfortunate situations, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Getting 3-man
dove
tower dove. What are you supposed to
repeatedly.
do?
Yeah, repeatedly, both games. I think the Dream Team's bot lane is still really dominant, really showing out. And then I think they just needed their missing piece maybe, but who knows? Ellie looking insanely strong. So I don't even know if that makes a difference. So
Yeah, I mean, you can't really play the what ifs.
right,
It's fun to talk about, but I think LE is just they're the strongest team in the league right now, and
hands down.
yeah, and everybody just seems to be on the same page, and they are consistently making plays all across the map. I really want to see either GCA or GCC step up and try and
GCC.
dethrone them. What?
Yeah, I think they can do it. I think
Yeah,
GCC can do it.
yeah. Piano, I know that we don't really do this whole casting thing a whole lot anymore, but do you have any announcements for the community? Unlucky for everyone. Well,
Well,
that's gonna be a no. So that's gonna wrap it up for ELU Week 7. LE defeats the Dream Team 2-0, and that's gonna do it from us here. Wish you all a good night, and maybe we see y'all next week.
all right.